been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams come.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
You know, looking at Census Bureau numbers and Federal Reserve Consumer Survey numbers, I mean, inequality went down, poverty went down.
Oh my God, inequality went down. Are you kidding me? This guy will say anything to cheerlead. The stock market, you talk about rising inequality. It's affecting more than 2/3 of this country. Just take a look at the stock market. Who's making the money in the stock market? The very top percentile. The 1/100th of 1% and the 1%. Just say take the top 1%, take the top 10%. I mean, the stock market, there's few people making money in the stock market. I mean, you take the real number, about 68% of the people who work in this country, and as an individual, or say household income, two people working, they barely barely make $48,000. You don't get anywhere on $48,000. That's why they're not participating with their 401ks. They can't. They can't afford to. 50% of the people who have a 401k, 50% of our workforce has a 401k. 50%. But half of them don't even participate. They can't. They don't have enough money. All the money is going to the very, very top, going to the wealthy. Why do you think they're coming up with, let's tax the rich, let's tax the rich. This is the time to go after them, making all the money. That's why the stock market, what a perfect opportunity to come out and say, the rich, go get the rich, go get the rich. Carlos is just an idiot. He's unbelievable. 2/3 of the country is being affected by the stock market. And those in 401ks, you're screwed. You're not going to make any money. No, you're not going to make any money. Who's going to tell you when to get out of the market? Please tell me that. Who's going to tell you? You know, it's a great thing to sit back every day, watch the market go up, watch the market go up. Have a 10% correction once every 35 years. Watch the market go up every day. Who's going to tell you when to get out? Who told you to get out in the dot-com? Nobody. Nobody. You didn't get out. People were up to $1 million. $1 million. I remember back then, I talked to a barber in Hyannis, Massachusetts, on my radio show. All the way back then. And he said to me, what an idiot. He said to me, he said, well, I got to do just $10,000 more and I got $1 million. I said, what are you, nuts? I said, sell this afternoon. Sell this afternoon. I'm telling you, this market's going to go down in any minute. Sell. You know, I want to hit that 1 million. He almost lost 3/4 of it staying in because he didn't know when to get out. Nobody tells you when to get out. They tell you, buying the dip, buying the dip. You've heard this here. We got Vardy again. Buying the dip, buying the dip.
If you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that dip.
What's a significant dip? Tell me, Varney, what is significant? What is a significant dip? Where do I exactly buy? Now, I know you own a lot of Microsoft, and you want everybody buying Microsoft, so let's go and put up Microsoft. And tell me what is significant. Where? Where is it? Where do I exactly get in? Should I get in today at $238, or should I got in the other day? Should I got in the other day when you said to at $240, or should I gotten in when it dropped down to $231, or should I gotten in when you said the buy and dip $236? Where do you exactly get in, Bernie? Oh, he doesn't tell you that, not for a moment, does he? None of them tell you. Buying a dip, buying a dip. Well, where? He should be saying, if the market, your stock is taking a dip, make sure you check. If it's a dip, if it's going down, if it's a pullback, and it's in a downtrend, do not dare buy. If it's in a downtrend, because the trend is against you, you never buy. When the stock is going down and it's a downtrend, and it's so easy, especially our charts, we identify with our charts when you are in a downtrend. It's color-coded. It tells you when it's starting to go into a downtrend. It tells you when you are in a downtrend. And we make sure you know exactly when to buy on a dip with a color-coded chart. You don't miss. You don't lose out. You don't have to guess at it. These people make me sick. Buying a dip, buying a dip. Unbelievable. They're just crazy.
We'll buy the dip, but let's remember, 5% pullbacks in broad markets happen 3 times a year, 10% drop on average in an expansion year. And the most important thing is that if we're in a lasting expansion, and I have every reason to expect we are, the drops tend to be shorter in duration.
Oh, really? Really? He can guarantee that? Don't you love these guys? I mean, just his attitude. Look at how condescending he is. Just listen to this dope.
We'll buy the dip, but let's remember, 5% pullbacks in broad markets happen 3 times a year.
3 times. What if it happens 4? What if it happens 5? Oh, gee, what do I do? What if it happens 6? I'm really screwed. Whoa, wow, what do I do then? You listen to these guys, you're going to lose your butt. I don't care if a dip is 5%, 2%, 3 times a year, 7 times a year, once a year. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times it pulls back. What matters is identifying when it pulls back. Is it going to continue to pull back? Most people, 9 out of 10, have no clue. They just buy in the dip. They go, oh, this is it. This is it. I'm going to get rich now. I'm going to get rich now. They have no idea. And when a stock or a market goes down and it's going to reverse and go back up, it has a 3-day test. Because you got to make sure in 3 days, that first day when it turns around, you get this spike of volume because people who sold it short. If I bought a stock, sold it short, rather, let's say a stock was at $10, and I sold it short. I borrowed that stock from John. John, give me your stock. I want to borrow your stock. He laughs at me. Well, you think it's going to go down? I said, yeah. He said, oh, no, it's going to keep going up. I'll lend it to you, Phil. All right, good. So give it to me, John. Okay, so he lends it to me at 10, which means he has to buy it back from me at whatever price lower than 10. So it goes from 10 down to $5. He lost. I won. But I didn't make any money yet until I forced him to buy it back. So it dropped from 10 down to 5. I forced him to buy it back at 5. He loses. I win. And that moves the market up, moves the stock up. But then it could stop right there. So you see the stock market. Gee, I better buy a dip. Look at the stocks going up. Went from 5. It went from 10 down to 5. Now it's up to 7. I better buy. I better listen to Varney. Well, wait a minute. It didn't go up because the company earnings improved. The stock didn't go up from 5 to 7 after it dropped from 10 because margins are better or the free cash flow is better. That's not why it went up. It went up because the guy who borrowed it made money when he has to buy it. So if he buys it at 5, it shoots up to 7. What doesn't mean it's going to stay at 7. It could go back down to 2. So you got to know what the hell you're doing. You got to know what you're doing. Don't listen to these people. You know, these are the same people after the market crash. You know, when the NASDAQ crashed, and we had that 10% correction, they all came on as experts, like they all knew what they're doing. But not one of them said we're going to have a 10% crash. I did. Matter of fact, on Tesla, remember Tesla? I said, go. Everybody thought I was nuts. If you've been in Tesla, take your profits at 3:57 p.m. on February 17, 2021, and you're going to love me for it. And what happened? It dropped 30%. 30%. Everybody thought I was nuts. Tesla? Oh, I'm going to buy more Tesla. Tesla's only going to go up. It's not going to go down. I'm going to buy more of it. How did I know? How did I know that Tesla was going to go down? And I able to make that call on February 17th. I'll explain when I get back on Phil's Gang. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Go to where it says Get Started free for 10 days. Color code chart and membership.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Graney at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you've got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right, free for 10 days. Free membership and a color-coded chart. Go to my YouTube channel, especially Friday. Every Friday, I post a new one for the week. Every week, I do one on Friday. And why do I do that? Why do it once a week? Because I wait to the end of the week to identify for you those clues that are telling us that we're getting closer to a crash. Even though the stock market's going up, believe it or not, we're getting closer to a crash. Most people don't think that. They see the stock market go up, there's no crash. And Varn Hill buying a dip. No, it's not true. The more this market is stimulated to the upside by debt, which all stimulus is debt. You don't grow the economy with stimulus. Nobody grows the economy with stimulus. You can't grow an economy on stimulus. Just like these checks. They give these checks to people, right? And they get $1,400. on top of their unemployment insurance, their $300 a week. That doesn't do anything. What does that do for them? It does nothing for them. And he says, Kudlow, oh, there's no rising inequality. No, not in this country. Really? Well, first of all, the proof is right in front of you, Kudlow, if you go look it up. Higher paid workers are working from home, right? But the lower paid guy, the blue collar guy, he doesn't have that option. He doesn't have that option. So see, there's an effect right there. And a higher share of low-paid workers are in these lousy service, low-paying, nursing, policing, teaching, cleaning, refuse removal, all that stuff. Where's in a retail store somewhere selling shoes? But they're going to come in contact with the COVID when it first came out, the COVID-19. And a lot of the people, all these workers, they remember they're working in areas where they suspended a lot of the hotel the activities, where they got rid of a lot of the workers, like hotels and restaurants, all these tourists. I mean, what are you talking about? There's no income inequality. No income inequality. Give me a break. Crazy. And it just, everybody talks to you about how this economy's going to boom because of all the stimulus money. It's just a bold-faced lie. It doesn't work like that. But before we get into that, I want to talk about Tesla. I said I'd tell you how I knew to say on February 17th, I think I said 5 after 3, something like that, get out now. You'll love me for it. Get out now. And I'm going to show you how I knew that. Okay, very simple. I'm going to put up my chart. If you have a mobile device, you can see it. Okay. And if you take a look at Tesla, it was very clear. It was so clear on my chart. It was unbelievable. First of all, if I went to my chart, the color-coded technology I use, which I have the color-coded technology, nobody else has it. The algorithms are, this thing's patented. And if I go and I click on right here, I have this little color code. I click on to yellow. And look at this. It started to turn yellow. It started to turn yellow at, Tesla was right around $698. Went from green to yellow. It was giving me a warning. And then at $698. Then when it got to a high of around, I think it was around $700 or just above $800. What was it? About I think it was I think it was around 860, something like that. It still was yellow. It was still yellow. Even though it was going up, it was yellow. It was warning you. It was warning you. Wait a minute. Stock going from 650 up to 800, but it was yellow, turned yellow. Warning me that the institutions are pulling the money out. Now, remember what the institutions do. They will go in and push these stocks up to get out. See, this is what people don't understand. If you're sitting there in a stock like Tesla, and let's say it's at 750, and it starts going up, 750, 800, 8.25, you're getting all excited. I better get into 800 before it gets to 8 to 15. I better get into 8 to 15 before it gets to 8.25. I better get 8.25 before it gets to 875. That's what you do, and you jump in and you run and you try to catch it. But stocks go up as the big institutions are looking to get their people out of the market. JP Morgan wants to get the fire and police pension, the unions, out. So they make sure that market is pumped up, the stock is pumped up, and then they get them out. And then when they get them out, they pull the bid. But you don't know that. You're in there. You're seeing the stock go Tesla from 698. I better get in before it gets to 700. 700. I better get in before it gets to 725, and so on. And you're chasing that stock up. You have no idea. My chart turned yellow. Said, "Hey, the stock's going up. Start getting out. Start getting out." And then it turned red. No other chart does that. Just my chart does that. You get it free for 10 days. I'm not lying. Sell yourself. I'm not going to sell you. Sell yourself. So it turned, the last day it was green, it was around 600, and I think it was on, what day it was? Around 690. Let me get the other date here. The last time it was green, it was on February 10th. And then she started to turn red. And bang, that was it. Then February 17th, I said, sell it, because I had the yellow signal. Even though the stock was going up, I was able to get my yellow signal telling me money was pulling out. And everybody was chasing it up, but we were getting my members out, and then we switched and we sold it short. Now it's turning green. But remember, even though it's turning green right now, but you got to still be careful when it turns green. And we show you how to use it. So easy to use. It's turning green, but now you got to make sure, is there enough volume? Is there enough volume to it? But it's so easy to use. But stop listening to these people is my point. And the other thing is, when the government, think about this. The government, its revenue keeps shrinking. Why do you think they're going to raise taxes and screw everybody? When the government revenue keeps shrinking, just shrinks by 1% of our GDP. What do you think happens? Think about it. 1% of GDP. When I get back, you're going to be stunned. I'm going to wait till I get back to explain it to you. Unbelievable. Just think what a 1% of GDP does, and nobody wants to tell you. Nobody's going to tell you. I'll tell you. Be right back. Join my gang, free, 10 days. Help the kids of St. Jude.
For information on this show, go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? Nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. Banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. Everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. It's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. Banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. Everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Stimulus does not help the economy because stimulus is debt. Now, you can make money in the stock market when they give these stimulus checks out. First thing, go and start buying restaurant stocks like McDonald's. Or go buy Jack in the Box. I mean, almost any one of them. Yum. All the popular ones, like 5-6 popular ones. Watch them. Yum went up the other 2 days in a row. Jack in the Box really took off. Jack in the Box went from, $97.50 up to $115. I told my gang, I said, go buy these stocks this morning. Just pick one of them. I think that was Monday morning. And boom, shot right up. And Starbucks, same thing. Not as much. McDonald's had a big move. McDonald's went from about 213 to about 224. But my color-coded chart helped me, just like with not knowing how to short Tesla to get my people out of Tesla to make money shorting. Same thing getting me into the restaurant stocks. Because my color-coded chart gave me a color and told me which way the money was going. Remember, it's the direction of the money. It's the trend of money. Where's the trend of the money going? That's what you got to know. 85% of you lose money because you know nothing about where the trend of the money is going. You're listening to these morons. You're listening to these dopes. I mean, their job is to get your hope up, to get you move your optimism, to get you to believe it's time to get fully invested, get you all thrilled and all cranked up. I got to buy more stock, man. I'm going to buy a margin. Get complacent. That's their job. When you hear guys like this.
I do think there's so much to like. I mean, David, did you see all these price target raises for Caterpillar, for Deere, for Cummins? Right. You know what? Those companies are...
Who cares about the targets? Don't ever listen to these people about targets. If a stock is $100 and they say, my target's 200. They always do that. That makes you think, oh, it's going to go to 200. I better buy today. Boy, I better buy. Holy mackerel. The target's 200. It's 100. I better get in there and buy. It's just fraud. It's a trick. Now, if you're going to buy Caterpillar or any stock, it's $100. You want to make sure the money is going into it. Make money is going, but you also got to know what direction is the trend of the money. Just because the stock's at 50 and it goes up to 55, and you hear these dopes tell you get in for some stupid reason, and it's at 50 goes to 55, you could be buying right into a big correction, lose all your money, or a great deal of it, take a loss. Because they say to buy a stock at 50, it's on its way up. You got to check the trend. You got to check the trend. Which is the trend? The flow. Where's it going? Which way is it going? That's what you got to know. And the color-coded chart, I'm not just saying this. Get it for 10 days. It's free. Call me a liar. Then it tells you. It shows you the trend, where it's going. You're nice and safe. You get in. You know if the trend is up, you're going to be okay. If the stock's going up, the trend's going down, and you buy, you're going to get screwed. They don't tell you the difference. They don't care. What do they care? They don't care about you. Unbelievable. Now think about this. When the government revenue shrinks by just 1% of GDP growth, just by 1% of GDP, and stimulus spending increases 51% over the 10 months, which it did, over 10 months, we add $2.8 trillion to our deficit. Your deficit has to be paid. You got to pay your deficit. It's like putting an anchor around you. Like taking an anchor of the Queen Mary and put it around your neck in a canoe. So when government tells you all the stimulus is great and the economy is going to grow by 10%, that's another thing. These people are nuts. You remember when in February the GDP dropped down about 35%? Then it shot back up 31%, 32%. Everybody's excited. Remember, I want you to envision this. Someone climbing a ladder 10 feet. Take a tennis ball with you. Now, what is it? If you're up on a ladder 10 feet and you drop that ball from a 10-foot height and it hits that floor, what happens? Boom! You're almost going to catch it, right? If it goes down 10 feet, it almost comes up 10 feet. Maybe it comes up about 9 feet, right? Then it goes back down. Then it comes up 8 feet. Goes back down. Then it goes up 7 and so on to all of a sudden it dribbles down to nothing. That's exactly where we are with the GDP. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. If we go back now to 2008 and measure our economic growth from 2008, let's average it out from 2008 to today, 2021, March 17, you're going to see we've only averaged 1.9%. Remember, we went down 35%, went up 31%, and then we came down the next quarter, it was 4%. Now they're saying it's going to 10%. No, it's not. The economy's getting worse. It's not getting better. So they just sit there and lie to you. Lie to you. The economy was getting better. You think they're putting all this tax, they would be raising? Wait till you see what they're going to do with this tax. When they raise these taxes, they're going to kill this economy. You think the market's going to crash? It's going to be the worst crash you ever had. But between now and then, they're going to keep screaming this market straight up with stimulus, more stimulus money. It's insane. So even when the revenue shrinks by 1% of GDP, our debt goes up $2.8 trillion, still Congress, these idiots, they want more spending. They want more QE. They want more spending. They want more stimulus. But that means more taxes, increases in the future. Now they say to you, well, don't worry, we're just gonna tax the rich. We're gonna tax the rich. Really? Just the rich? Oh, that's good. Everybody gets on it. But yay! Yeah, let's get the rich, man. Let's tax them. Let's really tax the rich. We're going to get a hold of them. Boy, thank God they're taxing the dirty old rich. Really? Well, let me tell you how it works. You work for a company, and their taxes now are going to go up, say, 28% to 30%, whatever they're going to do. You get hurt, not the company. Because first of all, their accountants can figure all this out. Their accountants, first thing to do is go buy a company in Ireland so they don't have pay any taxes. But you get hit because the first thing they hit labor. The highest cost of any company, what's the highest cost of any company? Cost of labor. So these liberal Democrats going to go get those big companies and going to hurt them so they can go in and give money to all these people coming from the border, give them free health care, give them free college, give them free everything. Give them a free cow. Give them anything they want free. You nuts? Doesn't work like that. So, the economy, I'm telling you right now, with all this stimulus, they're going to have to raise these taxes, and they're going to raise them big. That means your job, you're going to go from part-time you're going to go from full-time to part-time to poverty. At the end of the day, the rich don't get hurt. Remember that. You think you're going to hurt a rich guy? You think you're going to hurt a person who's 1 percentile, who's making $12 million, $13 million a year in a salary, picking up another $5-6 million a year in tax in gains in the stock market? You think he's going to get hurt by taxing him a little bit more? What are you, nuts? No, it's going to hurt the person working for that guy and his company. He's the one that gets hurt. He's the one that's going to lose his job. Full-time, part-time to poverty. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to them. You know, to say that, you know, the consumer's doing great. The consumer's really doing wonderful. Look at his savings. His savings are going up. His savings is going up because out of fear. Go back to 1930s. Go back to the 30s. Go back to 1987 after that crash. Go back to 2001, 2006. People saved like hell because you're scared. You're scared to death. But what do these people say on CNBC and Fox Business and all these gangster shows? Look at the savings going up, man. That's money on the sidelines. Here, I'm going to introduce Joe Suckface from South Dakota. He's the best broker in the world. What do you think? Oh, yeah, when that money comes in from the sidelines, boy, we're going to boom. The economy's just going to boom. No, it's not. These people are scared. That's why they're saving. What are you, nuts? That's unbelievable. Join my gang. Please, Phil's Gang, free for 10 days. In the color-coded chart, free for 10 days. When you make money, help St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hope, optimism, belief. Get you thrilled, euphoria, get you into complacency, get you into big margins. Then what's going to happen? You're going to be broke. Look, if you're going to buy a stock, the only thing I can tell you right now, I tell my gang members, let's look from stocks, some good deals that are making a new yearly high. A new yearly high. Why is that? Well, because I take a little risk. I can buy a stock that's making a new yearly high, a new high on the year. And I know one thing. Above me, if I buy the stock and let's say it's at $70, that's the new year high. There's nobody above me. There's no sellers above me. So it's free sailing. So I'm not going to bump into people and say, boy, if I get half my money back, I'm out. That pushes my stock down. Nobody above me. And that means you can set in a stop where you want. You can limit your risk. You only have to think about limiting your risk to the downside. When you're in a stock, and let's say it's at $50, and you got people selling it 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. They're all selling it, all above you. And you think you're getting a good deal because you're buying it on the dip. You're buying it on the dip. Well, you got to be a dip to buy it on a dip. Only a dip like him, Dippy, whatever his name is, Varney. He's a dip. Imagine, let's say you got a stock that's $70. It dropped down to 40. Tells you buy it a dip, right? Well, okay, so you go and you buy it at 40. Wait a minute. From 40 back to 70, you got all sellers ahead of you. They're all saying, take my stock, please buy my stock, please. If I get half my money back, I'll give it to you. I'll sell it to you for half price. But if you buy a stock that's $70 for the year, it's a new high, there's nobody above you. So you can control the risk. So that means you just got to put a stop. Say if my stock drops back more than 2%, 3%, whatever you want, you automatically are out. But if you're in a stock that dropped from 70 to 40 and Dippy there, okay, tells you to buy on a pullback, so 70 to 40 and to buy in a dip. Now, every time you go up, you're at 45, 46, 50, 51. Every time you go up, you're in danger of that stock collapsing. You could buy it at 40, you could get to 50, you think you're a hero, you think you're smart, and the next morning you wake up, it's at 30. You say, how the hell did I go from 50 to 30? I bought it at 40 on the dip. I was listening to Varney, he's a genius. Ever hear Varney say in his advertisement, hi, I'm Varney. You know, I prepare no notes. I look at no notes on my show. I do no preparation at all. I emailed him. I said, it shows it. It shows it, Varney. It shows you don't know prep work. What a dope. So, remember, what is a power stock? A power stock gives you such little risk because there's only risk to the downside. Put a stop in. Okay. So, after 8 years of all this government spending called stimulus, a bunch of garbage, all these government programs, they're just government programs. You don't grow the economy with a bunch of government programs. The government does nothing well. The government is stupid. The government's just inadequate. The government does nothing well. The government never has created a job. They do nothing. Nothing. It doesn't work. So we have all these government programs, free programs, all the spending called stimulus. It does not work. Because all this stimulus money goes into the wrong part of the economy. It goes into social programs. It goes into favors. Like Pelosi. God, is she butt ugly? Pelosi, do you ever see her? She's getting worse and worse. The anger, the meanness is making her look so ugly. She looks like a dried up prune. I mean, she just, that ugliness comes out of her every day. The children. Yeah, we're down on the border to take care of the children. She said children about 22 times in a row. The children. Oh, we're not there to take care of the adults. We're there to take care of the children. Government spending, it doesn't work. Because she takes the money and she spends $600 billion. She takes $600 million of our money, my money, your money, your grandmother's money, grandfather's money, your son's money, and they send it to California, sends it to San Francisco. My favorite city, love San Francisco. What are they doing with it? What are they doing with it? They're going to give them more homeless. Are you kidding me? You don't grow the economy by putting into failed programs. Remember, they sent them $300 million. Pelosi sent San Francisco $300 million last year to try to cut back on homelessness. But instead of homelessness going down, it went up 17%. They also sent the $300 million to cut back on the amount of people that live in their cars and vehicles and RVs. They want to cut that back. So here's $300 million. Now, a lot of people won't live in their cars. So instead it went up 45%. So how does that grow the economy? How? It doesn't. It's all lies. When the government spends, it doesn't work. It doesn't grow. What grows the economy, not giving you a check for $1,400. What grows the economy is productivity. Is a well-run company. Give them incentive. Don't tax them. Now they're going to tax them. You think companies are going to turn around and have the incentive to pour money into the company? Working capital, called business investment? You think they're going to go buy new machinery, new equipment, so that you can produce, instead of 100 Phil's Gangs hat an hour, okay, you can produce 2,000, so that you can make more money for yourself and their company, and then you get a raise, and then with that money, you take that money and you save a little, but you go spend it. And when you spend, our economy grows by 72%. See, that's how an economy grows, is you got to get that company, the CEO, to buy new equipment for you. Then instead of producing 1,000 hats an hour, you can produce 2,000. They got to give you a raise. Then when you get that raise, you got more money. With that more money now, you can go out and spend more. You can spend, you can invest, you can save. That's how you grow an economy. No, they don't do that. They take the money and going to give it, again, to the homeless, but they're also going to, you notice how they back end that money or front end that money out 2 years, 3 years? You know why they're doing that? Why would they take $300 million and take $100 million, I don't know how much, but let's just say $100 million of it, and say, well, you can use that 2 years from now. Why 2 years? Because the idea is to take all these people coming in over the border, send them to San Francisco, beautiful city, send them to San Francisco, hook them up with the homeless, send them there, hook them up with the homeless. This is what they're doing, and take care of them. Give them free health care, free education, free cars, free apartment, whatever you got to give them free, so they become a voter. So the economy doesn't grow. Economy doesn't grow from a $1,400 government check. What the economy does is shrink from a $1,400 check, because that means that's $1.9 trillion, $2 trillion debt that has to be paid back. It's called a deficit. It has to be paid. Productivity only comes from success, where CEOs plow their profits, or what money they borrow, combine it and plow it back into the business. Then we grow. But they're not doing that anymore. Because what our government do, our Congress, they should have made it illegal stock buybacks, but they didn't do that. So they're plowing money in to buy their own stock. Look, in the meantime, there's plenty of money to be made in the stock market as it keeps going up and up and up towards a crash. Please remember this. The market is going up towards a crash. That's what it's telling you. Most people think, oh, the market's going down. That's the sign it's going to crash. No, when the market keeps going up and up and up, that's telling you the crash is getting closer. Because when the stock market goes up, not based on earnings growth, margin growth, top line sales growth, not on any of that. Except, let's print money and go give money to whoever. Let's give another bunch of money to somebody. No, don't grow that way. When the government taxes more to spend, when the government goes, think what they do. When the government taxes more money, they go and tax you more so they can spend more. How stupid is that? They tax you more so they spend more. But the money they're spending, where they're spending it, doesn't do anything. It doesn't grow anything. It makes things worse. Look, make sure, whoever you're listening to, they tell you buy a stock, don't buy it on a dip unless you know the trend is up. And if you're buying a stock, make sure you buy one that's making a new yearly high. That way you're safe. You don't have to protect your downside. Hey, why don't you do this? Join me for 10 days free. We'll show you how to do it. And then if you like it, you start making money, you stay with us. How about helping St. Jude? We got to help them. See you on the chart. Join my gang.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.